What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of Rocks in the Chat. No, I'm just kidding. Man, if you didn't know, guys, Newcastle got taken over. Yeah, so there's that. That's brand new breaking news for you right here, right now. Welcome back to another video. It's 6 p.m. on Thursday. Did we get anything? Come on, give us something, man. I've done everything. I'm a loser that lives on this game. I need something. Yeah, I need something. Now, we have got two nice things to show you guys. Let's go and have a little look at the old store. See what delights we've got in here. Some promo packs. Premium gold players pack. How premium is it? Let's see. Let's see how premium it is. Premium. Nice. Oh, it's Acerbi. Never mind. Not very premium at all. Richarlison in there as well. But in general, not very premium. Now, there is stuff in SBCs. EA released it at very weird times today. They released a Player of the Month from the Serie A and a Player of the Month from the Eredivisie at like 3:30 and 5. And there you go. You can see them right there. Koulibaly. We're going to discuss the ins and outs of these guys, but Koulibaly is there. My first thoughts when looking at his card was, whoa, that's good. Right, 6'2", medium high, 3-star weak foot, great pace. Good reactions, good composure, good dribbling, great defensive stats, great physicals, and, 6'2", 84 jumping, 86 heading, that's super nice. An anchor or a shadow on him, and you got yourself a monster card. There's 4 segments for him. An 83 with a team of the week, an 84 with a Serie A player and 75 chem, an 85 needing 65 chem, and an 87 needing 60 chem. And you get back for it a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, obviously a 15k pack, a Premium Electrums Player Pack, an Electrum Player Pack, and a Gold Pack. So altogether, I think it's about 40k's worth of packs back. The 87 squad is quite expensive, and the card in general is quite expensive. We'll go through that when we get onto Footbin in a second. We also have the Eredivisie Player of the Month, Gus Til. Now, he's 6'1", which is cool. Medium work rates, which I don't think work rates are as important as they have been in previous years because of how many instructions there are on players now. Even with centre-backs for like stepping up, staying back, dropping back, getting forwards, etc. So I think work rate's relatively irrelevant these days. Skill moves and weak foot is a bit sad because 3-star, right? That's sad. I think his card is brilliant, especially for things like managerial masterpiece, if/when it comes back, or just for objectives in general. This is a brilliant card because he's very well-rounded in game, but very low-rated overall. And he's had a massive boost from his silver card. But what I like most about this card is that 96 stamina with good strength and aggression, reasonably well-rounded defensive stats, very well-rounded dribbling stats. Obviously, I would like to boost agility. His passing, generally speaking, is very, very good, right off the bat. 89 short pass, 85 long pass, 86 vision. That's great. Curve crossing and free kick accuracy are a bit low, but who cares? I think his shooting in general is also very good for a midfielder. Great positioning, great finishing, great shot power for a midfielder. And his pace is reasonably well-rounded as well. You could bang an engine on him, you could bang a maestro on him, you could bang a shadow on him, maybe even go as far as saying like a sentinel or a backbone or something like that. We'll have a look at him in-game as well. And what I mostly like about him is that he is super, super cheap. It is only an 83 rated squad with 80 chemistry and 1 Dutch player. That is so easy and so cheap. He's like 11,000 coins. So like Til, Talisca, and the other SBC, can't remember what it was. Are have been very, very good. I think Koulibaly, Andre Silva, and even Pedro to a degree was reasonably priced, especially compared to Koulibaly. And that's what's interesting me about Koulibaly's price. Pedro, super meta, 4-star, 5-star with the great long shots, the finesse shot trait, the outside the foot shot trait. Loads of links because he's Spanish from the Serie A. Easy to link and relatively cheap. Koulibaly, however, difficult to link, right? Not only is a centre-back a really weird position if you don't have strong links, but his nation also is really difficult to link. So the fact he's so expensive is just makes it difficult, right? Now, we do have new marquee matchups today as well for a rare Electrum Players Pack altogether. It is Sweden versus Greece, which will require silver squad with 2 rares and 70 chemistry. Oh, that rain. And that gives you a small prime mixed players pack, Germany versus Romania, 70 rated, 75 chemistry, 2 rares, 2 golds, 1 club max 3. German or Romanians 1. Colombia versus Brazil for a small prime gold players pack. 1 Colombian, 1 Brazilian, 6 clubs max, 6 gold players minimum. Team rating 72, team chemistry 80. And then Belgium versus France, 1 Belgian, 1 French, 3 rares, 75 rated, 85 chemistry, and 3 players from the same region max for a prime electrum. And then a rare electrum for the whole set, which is decent. Marquee matchups coming in good all together. So just to have a look at these player of the months. Now, don't get me wrong as well, right? Koulibaly is a very good card, right? Let's not get that twisted at all. An anchor takes him up to a 92 centre back. A shadow gets him insane pace, insane defending, and brilliant physicals. His passing is a little weak. Okay. The problem I have is with this Koulibaly is coming in about 170,000 coins, right? The first problem I have is that compared to his gold card is 21,000 coins. This is only 2 upgrade, right? And it's literally 2 pace, 2 shooting, 2 dribbling, 2 defending, 2 physical, 3 passing. If this card was a tradable card on the market, if this was just like an inform that was in packs, this would not be anywhere near 168,000, right? It just wouldn't. It would be 80k, 90k maybe, right? It just wouldn't be that expensive. And the other thing about it is it's just such a negligible boost compared to his base gold card, right? It's 2 acceleration and sprint speed. It's 2 agility, only 1 balance, which he has super low anyway. 2 across the board in defending and physical. They gave him 4 short pass and 4 long pass, but 67 passing is still so bad for a centre-back. They gave him a nice big 4 boost in shot power. Who cares? And so I just think overall, this at 170, the reason why mostly I feel like this is like a stupidly expensive card is if we just look at gold centre-backs, right? And we can take a look at some of the other centre-backs in a second. But in terms of gold centre-backs that are expensive, the only 2 centre-backs that are gold in the entire game that are more expensive than Koulibaly are Varane and Van Dijk. Van Dijk is barely more expensive than him, way easier to link and tradable. Varane is quite considerably more expensive, but very, very good, very easy to link, and of course, tradable. Then you go to the 3rd most expensive gold centre-back in Marquinhos, is under half the price, and it's not half the player, so to speak, and it's tradable. Now, one of the debates that's come up when I was talking about Pedro was that people don't want to just have the same boring gold squads. If everyone had Marquinhos, how boring would that be? And yeah, I agree. It would be generally quite boring if everybody had the exact same base 11 players, which is why I'm really happy that we seemingly have the major 5 leagues player of the month, the Eredivisie player of the month now, hopefully the MLS player of the month comes back, and all sorts of other SBCs. I'm really happy to have those because it gives squad diversity. But make them more affordable so that people are actually willing to diversify their squad, because people are looking at this Koulibaly and saying to themselves, why am I paying? I'm not paying this much money for this card in spite of the fact it's good. If he was 80, 70, 60k or, similarly priced to Marquinhos, I'd be down for it because they're untradeable. And I think a lot of people misinterpret massively the value to EA from an untradeable card versus the value to the player for an untradeable card. Once you get rid of whatever you've got, this isn't like selling cards, right? When you get rid of your cards for an untradeable card, they are just gone. That's it. If you buy a player for 170,000 cards, if you buy a player for 170,000 cards, you've done it wrong. If you buy a player for 170,000 coins, those 170,000 coins are still in the game's world, right? Only the tax disappears, only the 5% coins, because somebody else has those coins, you just have the card. When you complete an SBC, you are actually getting rid of 170,000 coins worth of cards. They might be untradeable, some of them might be tradable, some of them might be untradeable, but that's the value of them. So it's a massive win for EA, and then once you're done with this Koulibaly, all you can do is either reuse him in an SBC or just hold on to him in your account as a card collector's item, which we'll get to in a second as well. But once you're done with this Marquinhos, you can sell him, get your coins back, and go again. Now, the card collector side of things is definitely an interesting one. And over the last few years, more and more people are definitely collecting more and more cards. And people want to show off with their collections. People are loving looking, oh, look at my first owner of this team, or look at my best possible Serie A team, or look at my best possible Brazil team, or look at, with Pedro, look at my best possible Spain team, or you know, my flashback squad. And so if we're going down the route of, okay, let's make this a card collecting game. Let's just have people collect all the cards. Again, why would you not want to make him more affordable? Because if this player was more affordable, more of him would get done, which means actually more items from the whole game would get destroyed because more people would be doing the SBC. And so, for me personally, I think Koulibaly is just wildly overpriced. And then when we look at also, let's say, FUT Heroes, there's only 2 FUT Hero centre-backs. But Koulibaly is more expensive than Collier, who obviously has way better links, not quite as fast, but defensive and physical very, very similar. Not quite as expensive as Cordoba, but Cordoba is brilliant. And of course, strong links to every Serie A player and perfect links to like Quadrado or whatever as well. So, you know, I don't quite get the price of him, especially when we've got then someone like Till who comes in and is 11k, right? And for me personally, as I said before, this card is very good. Yes, it's got a few problems, but he's been given a monster upgrade, which is very good. And I think that you could do a lot with this card, right? So you could give him the engine, which boosts up that agility and balance, boosts up that passing and that pace. And that alone just makes him a great box-to-box midfielder, right? He's got reasonable defensive stats. You could use him as a secondary DM. You could just use him as centre mid if you play 4-4-2 or 4-1-2 and 2 narrow. He's your guy. If you play 5-3-2, he's your guy. You could give him the Sentinel Chem style and actually play him at DM. You know, perhaps a little slow in that regard, but good defending, good physical, in which case the anchor, good pace, bad defensive awareness, but otherwise good defensive stats. Or the Shadow, again, great pace, much better defensive stats, but bad defensive awareness, which is why I personally wouldn't there. You might want to put the backbone on him, boost up that passing as well. Good midfielder again, or even the powerhouse. Good defending boost, great passing boost. Does take him to a 91 centre mid, but I think they're not the key stats. Like the passing is obviously very good. You've got the Hawk potential there, if you do want to play him in a more advanced role, or the Maestro, which gives him that great reactions boost, good passing boost, good shooting from range boost, and just, again, makes him a really good player in that central midfield area, you know? You could give him the Marksman for that physical boost, big dribbling boost in good areas there, and a big shooting boost. Or alternatively, a Basic. You know, a Basic gives an incredibly well-rounded boost across the board there. I think that's quite a good boost. Great passing, good for shot power, good for sprint speed, really good for the agility, ball control and dribbling, a nice little defensive boost, and a nice physical boost. That's a really good card for an 83 rated squad. Like, I think he's great, especially considering, as I say, once managerial masterpiece or just, you know, some objectives come and he fits a bill, he's going to be one of those players that you're going to wish you got, and he's just 11k. It's just way better value for me compared to Koulibaly. But that is it for today. That is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.